today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his third season now out of Alabama.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 11 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this Patriots defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught. Puka Nacua. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. To throw, it's Allen. can't get away, and he's taken down. Matt Judon, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where
now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Second down and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Aiden Hutchinson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense is... And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win.
He's got a man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Allen.
Finds Hines again for the completion. And Hines is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Allen.
pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And Hines is going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made up near the 35. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Off play action. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And fights through one man. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Ced Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
This defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Here's Jones on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And they will take over first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man is Bourne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second and 10, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. This is Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Taylor Rapp with a pick. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense.
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
On first down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Shoves him aside. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs. And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Murray a give. This is Connor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Murray going to throw. Taken in by Pascal outlet. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Murray now to throw. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Connor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on third and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on fourth down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field goal, but if you're going to go for it, you better have the perfect play call on your sheet.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Once again, it's Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Grant Calcaterra.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Murray now on first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Murray throwing on second down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
Along. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's...
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And they'll take 45 at the 44-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Able to get this one to McBride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
To throw is Murray. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Connor will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a give to Connor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Here's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Over the middle to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The football going back over to Arizona now.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield. And make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. He'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Able to find Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. Half a minute remains now. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit.
Tonight, tonight.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's caught by the rookie Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Here's Love. The short throw to Musgrave. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Love. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Cousins. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. That one a first down pickup of 8. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Here we go now on 1st and goal, as they've got it as we resume action. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A give running right is Chubb, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. To throw, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
3rd and 5. Love now. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Cousins to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. And Watson has it right side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a second down throw for Love here. A short throw to Musgrave. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jordan Love ready on first down here. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Going back to Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Osborne motions left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 3rd and goal for Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Mo Alley Cox from 3 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Here's Jones again on second down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On play action, Love to throw. Big strides, look at him go. And down to... It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little, because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Cousins. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Joseph's got it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 10. A minute 45 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Love. Keeps himself upright. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 3rd down and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you